Hi ladies, welcome back to Let's Play. This is card 32 in the series. Today we are going to make this cute little stack of suitcases using chipboard that you have at home and some scraps of pattern paper. So go dig through your stash, find some cute paper that's got smallish patterns, otherwise they don't show up so well on your cards. I've used a little bit of dark brown. Oh, sorry, not there. I've used a little bit of dark brown just for my suitcase accents. And I have found, this is like mount board. Scrap Collections chippies are made from this. It's that heavy board. So I found that worked quite well for the suitcases. Alright, so I hope you enjoy the card today and let's play. First thing you're going to do is just take any face card. We are going to cover the whole card today. We've been having the corners shown on our other cards, so on this one today I just want the whole thing covered. So literally just cover your entire card with a piece of background paper and cut off all the excess. Remember, these cards don't have to be 100% neat and tidy. They are just for examples. Alrighty, there we go. I'm going to just cut off the corners a little bit, just to have that card shape at least. Okay, and then what I have done is I've dug through my stash and I have found a travel stamp. Let's use it to show you. Right, so I found a travel stamp in my stash. You don't have to use the same stamp, obviously, so whatever you have on hand, if you can find a stamp. And I have used Stays On, the jet black, just to apply this all over my card. It doesn't show up that much, but it just gives you a little bit of a background. So if you have a look, I hope you can see that. Gives you a little bit of a darkish background to your pattern paper. Okay, remember with Stays On, make sure it stays closed all the time. And then I am just using my Ground Espresso Distress ink and my blending tool, and I'm just going to give it, put that one over there, a bit of a, give it a nice dark ink. Alrighty, and then just to finish off your background, all I've done was I took one of the lighter papers and just using a small circle punch, just punch yourself a small circle. Again, just ink all the way around it, adhere to the top of your card. This gives you like a postage tag effect. And then once that is stuck down, we're just going to make a, oh goodness, okay, wait for it to dry first. Make a little hole, and then you can add, I've just used jute. Hands all sticky from the Tombow now. Okay, so just using jute, we are going to stick that through. There's obviously different ways to tie your jute. When I'm doing a postage or travel, I tend just to loop it through and make a knot on the end, because that's how they used to post parcels in the old days. There we go. All right, so there is your base of your tag has now been done. All right, so now what we're going to do is we are going to make little suitcases. So literally this is really easy. There's no set measurement for this. I have taken my board and I have measured, because my cards, I'm using normal size playing cards, which are just over 6 centimeters. So what I've done was I made my cards about 5, my suitcases I mean, in about 2 and a bit. All right, so just 5 centimeters. You can go all the way up. Again, remember, this is not perfect, so I'm just eyeballing this. That would be the body of the card, that would be the lid of the card. All right, next one is the body of the card and the lid of the card. Body of the card and lid of the card. So you're going to end up with 6 pieces, which will make your card. Then you can just either take a scissor, or you can use your craft knife, obviously, and you are going to cut all of those out. So you would end up with your body, and then that is going to be your little lid of your card, which will give you this beautiful 3D card effect. All right, just to show you from the side what it looks like. Okay, so I've already gone ahead and cut those out for you. I didn't want to bore you too much. And then what you are going to do is using, as I said, using smaller patterns. This one I've got double-sided. Excuse me. And this one's just a little bit of wood. And then you can just, plain and simple, you are going to cover these. Make sure they're well stuck down. And once that's covered, again, we're going to ink. Inking does make a huge difference, so always try and ink everything that you do. Okay, and then that is the next one. Please make sure you stick it on the correct side. And that is your lid. I'm just going to do one for now because it does take a little bit of time. So just do it nice and neatly and have fun with it. All right, so there's the suitcase. Look how cute that looks. Okay, we can now stick these two together. Put one on top. All right, so once you are finished with the suitcase, you're going to do the same with your other two suitcases. You're going to just cover them with your pattern paper, top and back, and then you are going to stick, using Tombow or whatever glue that you prefer, you are going to just stick your little lids onto your suitcases. Alrighty, while that is busy drying your glue, you are then now going to move on to brown cardstock. So what I have done is I've just cut a strip, and I have cut, if you have a look, small little blocks which have become my latches. These ones I've made into little strips, and these I have made tiny little handles for my suitcase. These are really, really small. And then what I did with it is I used some liquid pearls. I had hot cocoa. This is the original liquid pearls, but I mean you get quite a few different makes nowadays. To just dot where the nails or braids would go. Alrighty, so that will form your little suitcases. So I've already gone ahead just to show you. These will be my little pieces that I've got. And then for the suitcase, the handle, you want it to look a little bit wonky. So if you cut it first at an angle, like so, and then you just cut out, I'm going to make it a little bit shorter, just cut around the inside edge. You need quite a sharp scissor for this. Alrighty, there we go. Hope you can see that. Then that is what your handle will look like. So now these little pieces, you are going to take the body of your card. I'm just going to leave the white out here so you can see what I'm doing. And you are going to stick your cards, okay, make them staggered so that they're not perfect. And then we're going to stick the next one on top of it, and the next one on top of it. If you go a little bit too far, we can move it down a little bit. Okay, so there are your cards on your tags. And then I am just sticking onto the top layer of my card. So I'm just applying glue to the top edge. And that is going to be my top handle. So if you have a look now, look how cute that looks. Just gives you a funky Willy Wonka type of handle. That one has also now got a handle. Don't worry if the Tombow seeps through a little bit. These ones I just wanted to do 2 long tabs in the middles, and then these will just be little handles on the edge. Okay, so remember Tombow dries clear, so if you do tend to put too much, you're obviously going to be working a little bit slower than me, so yours will be a tad neater than what mine looks. Alrighty, so that is your, just show you there, that's the base of what your little suitcases would look like. Alright. Alrighty, and then using your liquid pearls, remember just a little dot. So we are going to apply a little dot, oops, and then where my screws would actually go. Alright, so that over there would just give us, I'm just going to put one in the middle of each of these, and one on each edge. Alrighty, so that is what your little suitcase will look like. And then the last thing, just to finish it off, is, as always, we just dig through our stash. I have found an old sticker sheet that I had with travel elements, and just using a small word, obviously you don't have too much space, and I am going to just ink it again and put a word in the corner. You don't have to, that is optional. Alrighty girls, that is your card for this week. I hope you love it as much as I did. Remember, please post it on the Scrap and Sell Facebook page under card 32 and not on underneath the video. Alright, and yes, I can't wait to see what you girls make. Until next week, have fun and stay safe. Thanks girls, bye.